Hey fellas, Frankie Day here. Okay guys, this evening's video is going to be a kit entry I'll be doing. It's going to be another card kit. I've been pondering an idea. Let's go ahead and build another card kit, and this probably be my last one I'll be doing. And I'll go right back to my styrene and finish it up. And I'll probably be doing a couple of builds in between this too, just to keep things, keep the ball rolling a little bit, fellas. The kit I'll be doing is going to be it's a 133 scale. It's a card kit from Poland called Fly Model, and it's a P38 Lightning. And it's going to be an excellent kit. And we'll come over and take a look at it, and I'll show you this kit I'll be doing right now for my card build I'll be doing. And I'll catch up some other builds too as I go along building this too, folks. So let's swing over and take a look at this kit here. Okay fellas, this is the P38 Lightning right here. This is the P38J, my Fly Model. This 133 scale. All it is just a smidgen smaller than 132nd scale. Pretty much the same. You could not tell the difference. And so somehow the Europeans, their scale's a lot different than ours. So 133 scale is pretty very close to 132nd scale to our scales. Okay guys, I'll get into the P38 Lightning. A little history about the Fork-tailed Devil, which the Luftwaffe is nicknamed this beast. And the P38s were more or less used in the Pacific theater more than the European theater. In the European theater, they're more or less used as pathfinders and also as fighter escort aircraft as well. And they're very highly maneuverable aircraft. They employ two Allison engines, running a speed of 427 miles an hour, which is pretty fast, fellas. And the P38 didn't get on the drawing boards about as early as 1937, and by 1940 it was actually pure experimental. And somehow they had a few difficulties with the design of the aircraft. There's other design flaws that were employed to it, such as all aircraft that were designed. And even today, there's design faults on them that need to be addressed and need to be corrected to keep it from foundering. And P38 actually saw service as early as 1942. And one of the highest scoring aces there was on the P38 was Mr. Richard Bong. He was scoring a very high top score ace of World War II in the Pacific theater, and he was killed on a P-80 shooting star as an experimental test pilot, and that ended his life. And so P-38 actually saw, like I said, they saw service actually around spring of 1942, just at the entry of World War II, and they lose pretty exclusively to the end of the war. And the P-38 is a very beautiful airplane. It's got superchargers on there, which really reduce the speed. And it's a pretty airplane she is. Okay, guys, well, we'll take a look at the P-38 here. This is the cover comes out like all car kits. They come in booklet form. So the object is to turn a book into a model. Okay, guys. Firstly, we're going to go ahead and reverse the section, reverse the artwork of the kit, and this is exploded views of the kit. What it looks like, all these numbers here are parts. These are all part numbers on this kit here, and it tells you which parts are all your skins. These are all your skins right here. So these instructions on these here kits, on these car kits, are quite foreign compared to domestic. And so you actually really got to put your mind into the designer's mind to build a kit like this. Okay fellas, you got one page down, and we'll zoom to the next one here. Okay fellas, right before your eyes right here, this is the Bible of the build. This is your instruction sheets right here. All these instructions here all the steps. 1, 2. There's 13 steps right here, which includes the assembly here on this portion only, and everything else is skins. Right here is the first fuselage rod, the first module of the fuselage here. You got your skins, you got your formers all here. All your formers got to be backed up with board, which I'll show you after we review the contents of the kit. And that'll be next, after this instruction guide right here. So anyway, fellas, all this here is up with formers and skins. And these formers they're back-to-back formers, because some card kits, they got connector tabs, which they more or less they can slide in together. You can burnish from the inside, but mostly fly kits, you got 2 formers per skin. So this section here, you got 2, 4, 6, 8. You got 8 formers on here that construct this fuselage section all the way up to the cockpit here. And when you're cutting out those formers, folks, you got to make sure you take your little sanding stick here or a file, and you got to file them both together. You got to put them together just like this as they made. Then gingerly you got to sand it into shape. And that way, when you put the skins together, there'll be no overlapping joints on here. So anyway, you got your main fuselage here. These are your booms right here. They're constructed primarily almost like the fuselages, like they all are. This is your landing gear detail. And each one of these discs right here, we got to be measured on there to make these wheels on here. What I do is take cardboard disc, go ahead and chuck it up to a lathe and shape them, make sure they fit the plans. I got a better idea, folks. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to go down to the hobby shop and get me some wheels like these here. Now, you're running card kits, guys. This is called cheating. My invention. Perhaps I may be wrong, but I'm pretty quite certain it's my invention that not to get away from this. These little E-Light wheels, they go for these little free flight park flyers, and they're all different sizes, guys. The wheels that are on my Stuka right there were like these, except they're smaller. So they got some small wheels down at the hobby shop. I'm going to use these type of wheels here and put them on here instead of making a bunch of discs and chuck them out to my little mini lathe and turn them. So I might be saving myself some time by doing that, folks. So that's a good plus right there. That's how I'll be doing that deal. Here's your wire right here, folks. All this wire right here, it shows you exactly how it's formed. Then your skins will follow right here. You take your paper, you roll tubing out of it. These are your machine guns here in front. This is your superchargers, intakes right here. Tells you all the details right there, how it's done. And that'd be that. Okay, guys, there's another sheet down. This concludes the instruction sheet. Let's give you guys a basic idea of this, the inbox review, the kit review of this kit. And here's the other section. This is for your wings right here. These are all your spars. Got to be backed up with hard cardboard. I'll show you after this instruction sheet's over with. These are assembly of the pilot's cockpit, the module. All these got to be formed. You got to make sure everything is formed, fellas, before you put it in the car kit. There's lots to do in paper kits. There's a lot of forming you can do. And paper's got to be played with to break those fibers up to make it conform like the way you want it. Here's a tail empennage right here with a stabilizer and joins on here. You got your spars inside there. And right here is your machine guns, your 6 20 millimeters right there they had. And this is your landing gear undercarriage doors. This is your ordnance of the rockets and rocket racks. And that'd be that. That concludes the instruction sheets here, fellas. Now, we'll get to the kit. Okay, guys, this is the kit. This is all the formers. These formers got to be cut out. And they got to be sanded and shapen. Make sure that you got the matching formers. You got 12P, 13P. You got to make sure that they are mated perfectly, because if you got oversized, you cut them out. Make sure you cut it above the black line. That way you can sand them to the line. You can ensure excellent fitness without a fuss. And it's put on this board here, folks. Hobby Lobby's got a bunch of these book forms out here. They're like cardboard. And these are excellent material for reinforcing your formers, because this is the strength of your model of these formers right here, and they got to be backed up on cardboard or cereal boxes or cracker boxes. Anything that's cardboard boxed makes excellent former material for card kits. So save those cereal boxes. Okay guys, these are all your parts. You get your formers, you get your fuselage formers right, I see right about here to 1A. Oh, okay, right here. All this is to your forward fuselage formers. Right here goes to your booms. This goes up to your main undercarriage formers here. Your spars, everything goes to your fuselage section, to your wings. And it joins on and on. And so this is all your formers and all your wing spars, all your wing ribs. And right here is for your landing gear door, your wheels. It tells you how many you want to make right there. And it's all in Polish. So like I say, I'm getting away from this. I already got the wheels already. Okay guys, we'll get to the fun stuff now, fellas. Alrighty, this is page 1 right here. And these are your skins of the fuselage. All got to be cut out. They got to be formed and shapen. Now, before you start construction your card models, fellas, get yourself a can of Krylon clear like this right here. Now, this stuff right here makes the construction more pliable, and it seals all the printing in it. Okay guys, so you can see you got the fuselage here, you got your landing gear wells all formed. This is your pilot's your pilot's compartment. All this right here, you got your dial hoisting here. Here's your frames here again, like I did on my Stuka. You got to put packing tape on it. You take clear tape, put it on the top side, turn it on the back side, do the same thing so it's stuck together, and you cut them out, you form it, and glue it together by using this here. And that'd be that. Okay, we'll go to the next page, fellas. Right here is your boom, fuselage boom assemblies. All this page right here, it goes to your twin booms of the P38. And you have all your skins right here. Here's your rockets right here. Very simple, fellas. It just takes a lot of time. You just got to master them. Here's your superchargers right here. Next page coming up is the wings. The final page. So actually this thing is constructed in 3 sheets. Yep, 3 sheets. Virtually 4 with the formers, but printed sheets of 3. This is all your landing gear here, folks. You got to get yourself some coat hanger wire. You make tubing, you roll it nice and gentle. They'll loose up the fibers back and forth. You glue it, and these are your landing gear struts. And they got to be formed over your wire. Right here, your fillets right here, which goes around your on the wing edges of the wing. You get your starboard wing and port wing. Here's all your ordnance, your rocket racks, which are glued onto the formers on the former page for reinforcement. And that concludes the mighty P38 133 scale by fly model. Another card kit build I'll be doing here for you great fellows in YouTube land. And this is going to be a very, very nice build when I get it done. And possibly be maybe a week or 2 week build. And that concludes the P38J Lightning of my card build. And I'll probably bring up that Junkers 88 and finish that up. I can add that on for, I can make 2 builds out of it. I can make a German bomber group build out of it. And also I can make the Panzer's, Styrene Panzer's German bomber group build. That was the kit it was actually built for, to honor his. And as my second entry, as an add-on, I can add it on to the Battle of Britain group build, so I can polish up 2 group builds at once. And so that solved my problem right there. So I don't want to fudge out on Styrene Panzer's during my group build, which was long overdue. So us modelers are always lost in model land, fellas, and we all end up with a bad case of model syndrome. It means you finish one, you don't finish one, can't jump onto another one. Pretty soon you got a whole slew full of unfinished projects that need to be done, because if you don't, they collect dust and they bust. And all that money and time is wasted. So you're going to get yourself in the clutches of modeler syndrome. Okay, guys, this concludes my entry for my next build, my card build here, and we'll bring the camera to yours truly and finish up the video. There it is. Okay, fellas. Plus, with this camera, there's got to be a better way to operate this thing besides reaching and doing this and doing that. But I guess it's more common with these cameras, fellas. What the heck? If it works for me, works for you too, guys. Okay, like I said, that concludes the my entry I'll be doing for my personal card build, for my own private card build. So I'll probably get started that night. I'm gonna cut out those formers up there and cut out a couple skins and get hot on that. So I should have a video of this probably by Sunday, maybe. I'll have a video of that. I should have the front fuselage all done. Then we'll go to the booms and the wings, undercarriage, ordnance, done. Okay, guys. So later on next week, I should have a video of the Yonkers 88. And I'll get that thing all finished up so I can present that for 2 group builds, and that'll sum it up right there. Okay, fellas, like right now, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. May God bless, and stay tuned for the first update of the P38, which will be the Sunday. And if the creeks don't rise and everything, and the Lord's willing, I should have the front fuselage all done. And everything else will resume after that. And next week I'll have the Yonkers 88, get it all painted up and ready to go. Okay, guys, it's time to get out of here right now. I gotta do some work on this P38 if I'm gonna make any leeway. And I gotta start commenting on my commenters on my videos which I posted. I'm very truly sorry, fellas. I get building, and stuff. I forget to comment you guys on the flies. Well, now I'll start getting comments. I'm going to start replying right there in the fly. I don't have to worry about having a whole bunch I have to catch up on. Too much work. But my heart's with you guys. So anyway, guys, it's time for you to get out of here. This is Frankie signing off. Thank you very much, fellas, for checking in. And happy modeling. Make Mama happy. And please subscribe. We'll catch you guys on the next video, which will be the update of the 133 scale fly model card kit P38 Lightning bomber. Lightning. The fork-tailed devil. Okay, guys. You guys take care, fellas. Bye, boys.